I just told my wife, if I can do half of this, I think I've accomplished something.
Over 34 years, Bill Garvey touched many students' lives, whether it be on the field with the UW Marching Band or with McFarland High School students. Music was his life.
He used music to teach the lessons of life. Everything he did involved around music.
There wasn't anybody he met that wasn't a friend. He immediately had this way about him that just pulled you in and you just felt like you knew him forever.
Tonight, Garvey's wife Michelle was surrounded by family and friends who felt just as lucky as she to have known Bill.
This is amazing. It really solidifies what Bill did for our lives, and it's so cool that he touched so many people.
Each sharing their own story about how he affected their lives.
Think about what he did for McFarland Band. My kids weren't in band, but you just love to go to the football games and any event because of what he did with the student population and how they connected with him.
He was like the coolest person ever.
And to keep his love of music alive, a scholarship will be established in Bill's name. Now others will be able to express that same love for music as he did.
It's mixed emotions because obviously we just went through a very, very painful loss to the community and everyone. But I think this is a great way to celebrate his life and what really he stands for. He was always a fun-loving man.
Although he won't physically be with the band anymore, his spirit will.
You're going to know that Bill's still there because legends never die.
We're better people because we had him around.
This Christmas Eve service is really no different than any other.
The service today is real simple. We're going to sing Christmas carols, and we're going to read the Christmas story from the Bible.
Except the all-male audience is really focused on the themes of forgiveness and redemption.
That God is the God of second chances.
This is the second year Reverend Jerry Hancock has come to this chapel at Fox Lake Correctional Institution on Christmas Eve.
It's not like, oh, we have to go. It's like, thanks for get to come. Merry Christmas.
His deacon, pianist, and soloist are from the First Congregational United Church of Christ in Madison. Reverend Hancock says the Christmas message fits perfectly in prison.
Christmas is about hope and transformation. And that's what we most want to leave these guys with. Hope that their lives can be transformed.
The inmates participate in the service, reading verses appropriate to the time.
He went to be registered with Mary, to whom he was engaged.
And setting.
We are all one family here in this prison. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me.
Inmates like Randall Keller appreciate the visitors.
It's a big, big deal for outside volunteers to come in and be here for the men. It instills that they're being thought of, that there are people out there that care about us here in prison.
But saved a wretch like me.
So enjoyable because, like it says, many times so negative in here, but something positive like this is very helpful to do the time.
Reverend Hancock says originally they had 32 people signed up to come, but prison security limited them to just 4. He says the message still gets through.
It's important to them because it shows that people on the outside care about them and value their efforts at trying to turn their lives around. So it means a lot to them for us to be here, and it means a lot for us to be here.
Zach Schultz, NBC 15 News.
He was noticed in a dumpster. Someone had put him there. He was so emaciated that they felt he was either dead or would be dying shortly. He, in spite of his terrible physical situation, had a brightness in his eyes, and in spite of what was apparently done to him, he was still willing to give us a chance.
Meet the dog, now known as Braveheart. He was found in March, but the Kentucky shelter that took him in was going to euthanize him. One Starfish Rehoming Connections, a rescue organization from Columbus, saved him just in time and brought him to the UW Veterinary School.
Well, his progress has really been baby steps along the way. When he first got here, he was vomiting despite whatever medication we gave him.
Braveheart weighed just 34 pounds when he arrived.
Normally, a dog his size could probably easily be in the range of the upper 40s or 50 pounds. I've felt hopeful the whole time that he can pull through, but being as sick as he is, you never know exactly how things could go.
Now, some signs of hope for Braveheart. He has started eating small amounts of food and is even able to get out of his kennel.
I've finally got to the point where I think it's going to be possible.
And words of encouragement are arriving from all over the world.
It's very gratifying, the interest in Braveheart, but there are millions of Braveheart.